Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Sun Devils will kick it away to start us off. Fielded in the end zone, it's Adams. Stopped at the 17. We second-guessing that return. Back to throw, it's Russell. Coming out aggressively. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots. You soften up the coverage. Get those safeties playing deep. That's going to open up your running game later on.
Behind the chains now on second and long. On the run, still looking. He throws it back to the left, a risky ball. He holds it in, and nobody's close. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets it. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Timeout. That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. Wants to fire on second down. They get to him as he throws.
Talking to coaches coming into this football game, he said he's got to keep his quarterback upright, got to protect him. If they give him time, he can do some damage. But so far, man, he's been hit early. He's been hit often. They've got to do a better job of protection up front.
He's going to fire deep. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on fourth down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Brings it down on the right side. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. They just keep firing. Flushed out of the pocket. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Alabama!
And how about the wheels for the QB. You could tell, man, he can roll, and they're going to use him. This is just the first drive. You see him going for the touchdown. I imagine we'll see more of that guy running the football with that kind of speed.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Hamilton. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. And he was flat and missed it. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
They'll run the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
They try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down.
Picked off. What a way to set him up. Touchdown, Bama. The defense does the work itself with the pick six.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
He gets a block. They use the sideline as their friend and finally get him out of bounds on the return at the 47. Position to start this drive at their own 47. Wants to go up top on first down. With the catch, it's McClain. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is, because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll toss it to the outside on the left. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give them 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
Quickly to the tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Sun Devils are in the hurry-up. He wants to change this route. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Just a little off. Incomplete.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Takes it the other way. What a play he made. Makes the interception, then takes it back to the 36. So first down here as they go back to work. Running to the left. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a
A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there's nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
He gets awfully close to the first down, but I think he's going to be just a hair short. Offense changing the play. On fourth down, looking for the completion. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Lofts one high and deep. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. All down at the 18-yard line. A solid return after that interception.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking for space. It's Udo. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Great team defense on that one. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see, Sun Devils taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Sun Devils will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Coming out with it, it's Williams. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Jumped the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This offense is stuck way back in its own end of the field. Looking to throw, it's Simpson. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab in the open. And he's brought down after a huge completion. High-flying pass catchers and the Crimson Tide. That combination wasn't right at the top of your mind, say, 30 years ago.
No, it used to be run, run, more run. And you've seen over the years, they've opened it up, the playbook, and they've brought in dudes. They've had some guys that can fly. They've had receivers winning Heisman trophies. Like, so many game breakers on the outside that make big plays in this offense.
They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Might as well give it to him again. Oh, it's on the ground. High ball. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover. Pick up the first. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. They'll run play action. Rush is on him. Using his legs to buy some time. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
These receivers on these scramble drills are going to have to play with a little bit more urgency because this pass rush is getting after the QB. He was flushed out to the left and wasn't able to complete that throw because of the hit he took.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab. It's Cuevas. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Man, those plays are frustrating on a defense. You get 3 stops, and you force that fourth down, trying to get off the field, but the offense makes the play, gets the first down. It's almost like you got to kind of recalibrate, refocus. Forget that one. Let's do it again.
They'll run it from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Dropping back, it's Simpson. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
How about this defense? Coming out, you know you've got a challenge on your hand, and you talking about coming out ready, hair's on fire, ready to play. You can tell, dropping back, great coverage. They know this guy's great. They know he can spin it. They're sitting on the coverage, waiting on it. They win the first check early. Give the defense some credit. They were ready for this great quarterback.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. He leaves it with the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Trying play action. Here's a heat. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
And the QB going with a little bit of touch, trying to feather that thing up in the air and give his receiver a chance to go up high and try to get over top of the defender. Nice job by the defense, seeing the football, breaking on it, and getting the ball on the ground.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. That's reeled in. It's Tyson. At the 40, there he goes. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
First down for the offense.
Period. First down here. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's got an open man. And he slipped through the crowd and he'll house it. Touchdown, Arizona State!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Adams. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Miller with the ball. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Looking for a man, it's Simpson. The short hand is Williams. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. Looking downfield on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Williams. He steps out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together. The Crimson Tide could get very aggressive here on 2nd and inches. Out of the gun to give to the back. There he goes. Oh, he's got some space. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
Got a man. It's Horton. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Miller. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Pulls it and fires to the left. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
QB decided not to hand it off on that RPO. Defense, great job taking the throwaway, now setting up 4th.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a 2nd time. Makes the grab past the marker. He's run out of bounds, but they've got it now 1st and goal.
Well, I think the defense was even caught off guard on that one, guys. Not seeing the field goal unit trot out onto the field. They had a golden opportunity there to make a stop and get the ball back without surrendering any points. They couldn't do it, though, and now all of a sudden their backs are against the wall.
And now a chance to pull even as we get late here in the 1st half. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
That's a great job of just trusting your offensive line to get it done, scoring the touchdown. An extra point's going to tie this thing up right before halftime. And after that run, I think they're going to feel more confident running it in the 2nd half.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. Back to throw, it's Levitt. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
Good play call on defense. 3rd down in that situation, you're just playing a big zone. You want everybody having their eyes on the quarterback, playing in their areas, and you want them rallying to the football. As soon as that running back caught the ball, they all came screaming in. They were able to make the tackle and now set up 4th.
Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Makes the grab, it's Horton. They'll immediately call timeout.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Under fire. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. He lets one fly deep. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Using his legs, it's Udo. And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Moss. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got it set up on the outside. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Here comes the heat. Grab near the marker. It's Udo. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
They'll run it from the gun.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Dropping back, it's Levin. Moving away from pressure. He's going to run it. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Catch in the middle, it's Udo. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. It's a seam wide open. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
The Sun Devils look to keep this drive humming. Give to Brown. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. Second and 10, really hard. Third and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He makes a grab. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And that one will put them up here in the second half. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big, a lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
He'll bring it out. It's Adams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. They'll go to the ground. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Here's the pressure. And down he goes back at the 3.
Arizona State 14, Alabama 7.
With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. To throw, it's Simpson. Fires to the middle. Complete to the right. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that first down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these third downs present themselves.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. Quick release on the RPO. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. So the fourth down call works out for them as they try to keep the momentum going.
Yeah, that play, Reese, is going to give them a lot of confidence. Here they are. They're trying to scrape and claw themselves back into this one and take the lead.
Looking deep. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. You got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Gets the back moving. Wants to throw again. Caught over the middle. It's Horton. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Horton. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
Alabama it comes to the line with 1st and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I absolutely hate that play call. At this point of the game, you're trailing, you're trying an outside run. It's a slow-developing play, eating up seconds. And if you're going to do that, at least you have to be able to get out of bounds. He wasn't able to do it, and now the clock is ticking and ticking away. That is just not the right play call in this 2-minute situation.
Quick strike complete. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown time!
And in this situation now, if you're on offense, what do? Do you kick the extra point, tie it, and hope for overtime? Or are you aggressive? Do you decide to go for 2 right here and see if you can take the lead with just seconds left in the game?
To the air, it's Simpson. He's got it. They convert the 2, and they take the lead here in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play.
Timeout, Arizona State.
He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the 4th quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football. They're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best, and that time they were able to force an incompletion.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Back to throw, and he's got to do it here late. He's taking a deep shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion now, setting up 3rd down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts,
Going to throw it over the top of the deep. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one.